What's going on, nerds? Welcome back to Comic Book Nerd Nation, episode 124. I'm Fox2. We got Pirate,
Konnichiwa.
Topher,
I like the spitting sound he made first. Konnichiwa.
and the whole effing Brian.
Yeah, what they said.
Right.
Brian's always so enthusiastic.
Yeah,
when
he is. Pirate, is there
I'm
any,
not
a
out
morning
of curiosity, Pirate, is there any reason that we're staring at your chest instead of your face?
Because bat symbol, duh.
I guess that's why. I don't know.
Fair,
You're not really.
fair enough. Yeah, so let's jump right in and start talking. There's a couple big news things that happened this week. So
Tell us about it.
news, Pirate.
Oh fuck.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Do over.
Wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I just woke up. I can't do it right
That's
now.
all right.
You have a guitar right behind you, you know.
So,
yeah, I did.
First big news thing. It has been confirmed that Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns are working on a script for a solo Batman movie.
I thought he finished the script already.
Yeah, it's already done.
Okay.
That's what I read. That's what I read last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. What I heard was that they were still kind of working on it, but either way,
I heard he was trying to get him to do a solo Batman film, and I thought that was already confirmed.
Yeah, I thought that had been confirmed a long ass time
no,
ago.
that was rumored quite a while ago. That was
I
rumored
thought-
like almost a year ago. That was rumored.
I remember thinking that part of the reason he took the role was because, like, part of his contract was something like that he wanted to direct a future Batman or wanted to have a solo movie and possibly direct it or something, and that was why he agreed to the role in the first place. Or maybe I'm making that up.
I
don't
could be
fucking
wrong,
know.
but I remember
No,
that.
I think the same.
I remember hearing something about that, but for whatever reason, I don't know. The article that I found was just saying that it's 100%. It's happening now. There's going to be a solo Batman movie, and I saw something else about.
I'm actually pretty excited about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
That was one of the better things to come out of Dawn of Justice.
I'm really excited for Aquaman, even though he did look pretty cheesy in BVS. Just saying, I'm still excited for it.
and you don't like his tattoos because they're not.
They're Polynesian,
Yeah,
which is
they're
Pacific.
Polynesian
They're-
tattoos.
He's got
Jeez.
the king of the Atlantis, which is an Atlantic, and
What I'm curious about.
majority of it.
What I'm curious about is like, how involved has Jeff Johns been in script writing in the past?
No, he's not. He's like a Kevin Feige. He just oversees everything. He doesn't
So-
really write.
Except
Right.
Kevin Feige isn't a comic book author and
Yeah,
didn't write
like some of the
A
best
bunch of
DC
stuff
stories that
and-
we've got.
and isn't like
Well, yeah, but
creative
not like-
director of Marvel.
No, it is like film, DC, EU, and the TV show world. He's just an overseer.
I'm excited because he's actually writing the script. Like he's
He should
not
have wrote
just
the
like
last Green Lantern movie.
Well, I thought that Ben Affleck is and his one buddy is writing the script, the one who wrote BVS, that Toro guy, and then Jeff Johns is just assisting and consulting with him.
from,
No, I heard Jeff Johns is
yeah,
helping Ben Affleck write it.
Oh, okay.
from this it's
I agree with Doug on that.
Ben Affleck has
That's-
been working on a solo script with Jeff Johns as well. Last conversation I had with Jeff Johns, I was like, "Are you working on it?" And he said, "Yeah." Let's see here. Where's it?
Has Affleck ever written a
just
script?
we just break it up. He
Yeah.
takes halves and I take halves. Then we write and we switch material and go. He goes over mine and I go over his. So they're really
Did he write Argo?
Yeah.
Him and his buddy Toro, the guy who wrote BVS, did Argo.
Oh, okay.
but I think this could be awesome. I mean, I don't know how closely. Obviously, I'm not a writer, so I don't know how closely writing, the stories that Jeff Johns has written in the past translates to writing a script for a movie. But as far as storytelling and coming up with a really awesome evolving story, something that really pulls you in, Jeff Johns is the fucking master.
I gotta think there's actually a lot of crossover there because, like, you think about people who are authors and novel writers, and when they go to write screenplays, they're not always great because it's not quite the same. You know, like, you can be a good storyteller and you can be a good novel author, but when writing a screenplay is a very different beast. But I gotta think that plotting out a comic book is very similar to writing the script for a movie, because you're telling it over pictures. You've got scenes. You're like telling what you want. Yeah, it's like storyboarding. You say what you want, this, like, how the scene's supposed to be set, what it looks like, what details are in the visuals, and then you're only writing dialogue on top of it. And I mean, some narration too. But I gotta think that comic book plotting and scripting lends itself pretty well to movie screenplays.
I would think so too.
I mean, the only thing more difficult would be probably, screenwriting or, porn. I mean, because there's a lot more composition and shots that you have to concern yourself with.
I'm excited to see what they come up with, because I think that everything that Jeff Johns does, I can't think of anything that
turns to gold.
Yeah, I can't, honestly. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm a big Jeff Johns fan, but, like, even across the rest of you guys, I can't think of anything that we've really had negatively to say about any of Jeff Johns' work from any of the four of us.
I mean, the guy turned Aquaman
something.
I don't think
his not Justice League, his Avengers story run wasn't as good as his other shit, but
you can't really hate on the guy, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like I said, he made Aquaman a readable book.
That's this could be the next step in, as much as Brian doesn't want to admit it, I think that BVS was probably a good stepping stone for the DC Cinematic Universe. It's done well at the box office. It has not gotten all bad reviews. Across the board, people have said that Ben Affleck was the best Bruce Wayne and Batman that they've seen. People like Wonder Woman. So I think this was a good stepping stone. While it might not be the movie that everybody was wanting it to be, I think it's the right place for them to go to get to where they want to be. And I think this is another big step in that direction, is utilizing some of the world-class creative talent that they have at their disposal at DC. Like, why aren't you using Jeff Johns for other stuff? So I think that this could be huge,
Have you seen the movie yet?
I have not. I haven't. I want to, but then Force Awakens came out, and I went and got that, the Blu-ray package on that, and so then, like, my evenings have been kind of consumed with rewatching that, and just haven't gone to see it. I don't know why. Me and the fiance were talking about maybe going this evening and seeing it, but I don't know. I just didn't get around to it. It was busy when it dropped, and just I don't know. Excuses, as they say.
I was getting ready to say, like,
yeah. I mean, for real.
You could just skip to the
but
part,
man, that fucking the Blu-ray for Star Wars came out, and I was just like, fuck, I really want to see that again. Like, that was such a fun movie, such a good movie. And so I watched that, and then I started watching it again, and now I'm like, well, fuck, there's all this, like, bonus content. Like, I definitely want to watch all that.
Right.
And it's like, that just takes up time. You have a limited amount of time to spend on things like that. So I don't know. I'm hoping to get to see it sometime soon. Next story that I found, Spider-Man reboot. Kevin Feige was saying that, or he confirmed rather, that it will contain other Marvel Studios film characters when it releases in July. So I think that's awesome. I know this is kind of a weird situation.
The what?
The Spider-Man reboot, when they do
the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Now, does the Spider-Man does that come out? Let's see,
July 7th.
This year?
Next
Yes.
year.
No, 2016. It's this year.
Is that after?
17.
It's
Pretty sure it's
2016.
next year. Really?
That's what this article
I
said
didn't
that I
think
just
they
read.
had even filmed that yet.
Yeah, no. If the date on
Scheduled
Fox's
to hit,
article.
scheduled to hit theaters July 7th, 2016.
Well, those people are
I was going to say,
retarded.
like,
Yeah,
is
it's
that
next
coming
year.
out?
That seems awfully soon.
Is that after we get Avengers 1?
No, Avengers 1 is 2018.
Okay.
Maybe even 2019.
Can we get a fact check on the date, on the release date?
Let's see.
I'm looking. I see 2017.
Yeah, it's 2017.
Okay, so it must have been a
I'm
typo.
gonna have to fact check that. My fact check is checked.
Fuck you. Right. So, but anyway, I think that I know that was a really kind of a weird situation where it's a Fox movie character, but it's a Marvel character, and they're coming together in Civil War and kind of doing a joint control of the character kind of thing. I think it's good that in the Spider-Man film they're going to have other Marvel Studios film characters, so it's going to be things that we're used to seeing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe coming into the Spider-Man movie. I think that's going to help make it more exciting.
I mean, they couldn't. It would be stupid if they didn't, because most of Marvel's characters are based in New York, from the Avengers headquarters, the Netflix TV show. For nobody to show up in Spider-Man would just be like, hey, are they having a day off?
Well, I mean, I agree. I agree completely, but at the same time, like, it's kind of with Fox owning Spider-Man, that's kind of how it's been,
Let him go, Fox. Let him go. Give him back.
How excited are you for the Spider-Man movie?
I'm excited. I mean, he's not. I mean, I gotta see a trailer first, but anything Spider-Man I'm excited for until it shows me that it's not worth being excited for. And I walk out of the theater like this.
All right, let's get right into it. Who saw the Rogue One trailer or teaser trailer?
Everybody.
I would hope.
Say.
Okay.
Donnie Yen fighting a stormtrooper. Boner alert.
Fucking awesome. This movie looks awesome, but I'm really shocked at how many people are confused. And I've seen comments posting like, "Where's Rey? Where's Finn?" Like,
not born yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jinx.
It's a disgrace. I don't like. How do you?
It's not a disgrace. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a disgrace.
It's those goddamn hipsters is what it is.
It's like let's be cool. It's Star Wars. It's cool. Like let's be all about it. And then they don't know anything about it. They don't listen to our podcast. It's stupidity.
I'm gonna send you guys something in our podcast chat. This is basically what all those people need.
This is what all those people need. I'm scared to look
Yes.
at it.
I know,
You guys
right?
out?
It's gonna
No,
be
it's
like-
not scary. It's like a
Oh,
timeline
yeah, I seen this.
for dummies.
Oh,
Rogue One
yeah,
for dummies.
yeah. Rogue One
I
for
mean-
dummies. Rogue One happens here, not here. Don't ask for Rey or Finn. That's where. That's perfect.
Spoiler alert. That happens.
This is the story about how the rebels will get the plans of the Death Star to destroy it. Spoiler alert. That happens in episode 4. That's fucking great. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, but it's true. When you think about it, think about how many people may not have really been exposed to Star Wars, or at least episodes 4, 5, and 6, like we were, that are now becoming fans of Star Wars because of episode 7.
Yeah, but at the same time, fuck those people.
Well,
Well, I mean-
okay, I'm on board.
I can understand some of them becoming fans now because the younger generations are now grown up. Doesn't mean they're grown up smart, but
Well,
I mean, I guess
only
I
Star
get
Wars
it.
they had was 1, 2, and 3.
some of them didn't even. Some of them were born after that.
I've
No.
actually met people who've never seen a Star Wars film.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
I know more people who have never seen any Star Wars films than have only seen the prequels. Like, is that really a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing, unfortunately.
Oh, that shouldn't be a thing.
Oh, Hayden Christensen was so good. Oh.
I mean, I get it. I'm sure there are people who maybe weren't into Star Wars before because of the culture, and now, like, you know, this one being made by Disney, maybe they feel like it's more mainstream and more approachable, and go see it. And
That's exactly
I guess maybe they don't know that we're in way opposite ends of the timeline here. But I mean, I guess to us it doesn't make sense because, like, if you like, how can you not know that about Star Wars? It's Star Wars, but I mean,
they're the nerd equivalent to the people who wear like Lynyrd Skynyrd shirts and don't know who the fuck they are, just because they sell them at Target or something.
Not where we're from.
Well,
Everyone knows who they are where we're from.
because
At least for me, it's like on my city's
meeting
national
in the
anthem.
cornfields.
well, yeah, but Hamilton.
Yeah, it's the every time fucking Freebird comes on, I take my hat off and put it over my heart.
Did you guys know that Forrest Whitaker was going to be in this movie?
I
Yeah.
did not until I saw him in the trailer.
I didn't either.
I was like, is that Forrest Whitaker? That's Forrest Whitaker.
I think they announced them when they were going through the.
There's already memes like when the Force is so strong, you get Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I think I shared that yesterday too.
Was that you, bro? That's
I think
probably
it was
what I
me.
said.
Well, I'm gonna
Wow.
share that with the group so they could witness it.
Wow.
I think it's awesome. I think he's a really good actor. I mean,
He is, but everybody makes fun of his fucking.
Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Do you think that we're going to see...
May the forest be with you.
Do you, God. Do you think we're going to see Darth Vader in this movie?
Yes.
Yes.
It showed an image. They had a still of a guy but his head was down, but he had
Yeah,
like a
but-
cape.
Like a
You
cloak
talking
on the
about the
back?
scene where the guy in the hood and the cloak walks up
Yeah.
to that like tank with the two Imperial guards?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Vader because I heard, he was supposed to be in it. I heard 2 rumors that he's supposed to lead his elite stormtrooper squad against the little rebel spies. Those first stormtroopers you see, the black ones that their masks kind of look like elephants without the tusks
Yeah.
and the nose. As best I could describe it. Then I also heard rumors that he's leading a squad of bounty hunters. Personally, but who knows? We won't know until we get like a full trailer.
Do you think that there's going to be a young Carrie Fisher lookalike Princess Leia towards the end of the film to tie into the beginning of Episode 4?
No, because I don't think it takes directly before
Well, sure it does. It's
Like-
the fucking story of how they got the plans.
No, not yeah, but not.
But
I
you
don't
have-
think it. As soon as this movie ends, that's when we see Princess Leia get captured by Darth Vader. I don't think it's that directly.
You have to think though, like Leia at that point has still been spending most of her time on Alderaan. Like she's not really shacked up with the rebels. Like she's in communication with them and doing stuff with them, but I don't think you need to have her there.
This could be like 10 years before that.
Let's take a quick break so I can calm my dog down. Okay, we're back. We got the dog barking situation under control, or at least as under control as possible. So we were talking about the Rogue One trailer. We're talking about where were we?
We just mentioned-
Whether it's going to lead into the rebellion and Princess Leia.
Yeah. And you were saying that she hasn't really gotten to be part of the rebels yet, but I feel like if the rebels, okay, so if the rebels are sending someone to get the plans for this weapon or investigate this weapon, which we all know ends up being the Death Star, obviously, and the outcome
you
of
see
that,
it in the trailer.
right? And that's why I said obviously. Thank you for illustrating that fact.
It's in the trailer.
Yes, it is. Congratulations.
Confirmed.
The
Wasn't that in the trailer?
So the outcome of
Confirmed.
that is obviously that they end up with the plans, the technical data for it. And if they're going to get the plans for the Death Star, and they're going to trust them with Princess Leia, she has to already somehow be involved with the rebels.
Yeah, I guess Leia
Or
did
her
have
father.
them, didn't she? Because she was the one putting them in
Because her
in
father was with
R2D2
them
being in
before she
episode
was.
4. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
We
is
could
like,
see Jimmy Smits come back.
I'm wondering if they won't have like just like a closing scene or something like that where a young Carrie Fisher lookalike is given the plans, and then that's it. You know what I mean?
I want the old Carrie Fisher.
How about the Mon Mothma look-alike?
Well, that
I might have missed that.
the chick in the white robe.
Yeah.
The thing is with that chick played Mon Mothma in the fucking prequels, but her scene got cut out, so now they used her for this. I read that on the interwebs.
I did not realize that.
How about the first Grand Admiral ever to grace the screen?
That was interesting.
That's to do with
Yeah,
the
I
white,
just
the white
The
outfit.
white cape, the
white
white
outfit.
Imperial. Yeah. Because that was
people are already making rumors and be like, oh, they're using Grand Admiral Thrawn, but they're
Thrawn.
making him a white dude instead of a blue dude. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that was how Timothy Zahn described the Grand Admirals in his book. So that was kind of cool. But what I want to know is if this is the story about how the rebellion.
All about how my life got twisted upside down. That story.
Yeah, I'd like to take a minute. So if you just sit right there.
And shut the fuck up, so
Yeah,
Topher can
We're going to
talk.
talk about Star Wars, so shut up. Yeah.
So yeah, Princess
No,
Coruscant.
if this tells the story of how the rebellion got the plans for the Death Star, where are all the Bothans?
Touche.
So, like, do you remember the line that Mon Mothma says in
A lot of
episode 4, when she's like, many Bothans died to bring us this information? There was a whole thing that I guess that was more fleshed out in the expanded universe, which obviously, is as much of it can be thrown out as they want. But the way that happened in all the expanded universe novels was the Bothans are like a race of almost like wolf, yeah, like type people, furry. They're furries, but they have like a spy. There's something called the Bothan Spy Network, and there's like a whole group of them that are like basically spies and doing espionage and whatnot, and like I guess like a large chunk of them were involved in getting the Death Star plans and all. Died in the process. So
I wonder if maybe this movie will take us up to the point where like we discover what the Death Star is and where to get the plans, but not necessarily get the plans. Maybe that'll be another road movie.
Get the plans.
Name your source.
Rumor is.
Name your source, or it's bullshit.
Well, that's why I'm saying rumor is.
Okay.
20%.
Keyword.
20%.
Rumor. Whip your dick out. But rumor is that they get it, and that's where the whole thing with Vader comes in, going personally against them. Rumor.
Right.
But yeah, so
we won't know until the full trailer and synopsis comes out.
Obviously, what the Bothans even look like, I don't think isn't really canon anymore. I don't know if that's in any of the the new novels or not. But like, Bothans, the spy network, all that stuff may not exist anymore, but there's still the line from episode 4 where it was many Bothans died to bring us this information. So
were there any Bothans in any of the movies, even in the background? I don't remember. I gotta watch them again.
I don't recall. I don't think so. Or if there were, they weren't prominent.
I'm just gonna...
The spy ring's going to be called the Wolf Pack.
Well, it's not. They're not quite wolves because there's another race that actually is pretty much wolves, the Shistavanen,
Yeah,
are pretty much wolf people.
I got to take a shit, Savannah, too.
Hey, I'm not the one that said a poop joke now.
I know. Well, I got a poop joke in. Yeah.
They look like lions. They don't look like.
Yeah, I couldn't think how exactly to describe them.
They look like
They're
lions.
dogs.
They don't look anything like dogs. So let's get that clear. I don't
They
know
look more like camels.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
what
like
kind
camel
of,
heads.
I don't know what kind of fucking dog you own that looks like
No,
that.
you know what they look like?
Not
Remember
dogs.
that
That's for
movie-
goddamn sure.
What was it? Was it the 13 Warriors with the kangaroo people? Ice Cube played the voice of one of them,
You
or
know
Ice T.
Oh, Tank Girl.
Yeah, they look like
What?
fuckers.
It's
What?
the kangaroo
Tank Girl.
guys. Yeah, look up.
Tank Girl.
You know,
They're
pirate kind of looks like a rhinoceros. That's about
What?
how. That's
What?
about how close these fuckers look to fucking dogs.
Oh, no, they
Well-
do kind. They do kind of look like fucking the guys from
Dingoes.
Tank Girl a little bit.
Dingo ate my baby.
A little bit.
I don't know.
Just the ears, I think, and the hair.
I guess.
Now the snout, too, a little bit. Bothans are a little bit longer though.
I don't know. So do you think, Topher? Do you think we're gonna see like a battle with the Bothans in this movie, or?
I mean, I don't know. The weird thing is, like, it's so hard trying to figure out now. Like it's hard to know what's canon and what isn't. Like, you know, I know all this stuff about Bothans. How much of it do I know from shit that got thrown out, and how much of it do I know from a legitimate source? I just went to Wikipedia to look it up, and like the actual canon article on Bothans is like ridiculously short because everything else, I guess, was all expanded universe.
Is
So
there anything anywhere showing like what they got rid of and what they kept, or is it just kind of an ambiguous?
it's basically like
I mean, I know that they're keeping like everything created now is all canon, but like
everything from the movies, the TV shows, and any of the books that Disney has released, you know, is all considered canon. Everything else is pretty much unconfirmed until, you know, like they
Until you
use
see
some
it.
of it. Yeah, it's basically like this
Until
isn't
we see it or
necessarily
read it.
canon, but they could end up using it, and it could be canon again. You know, so it's kind of like if it wasn't in the movies or the TV shows or the new books, then it's out until they say it's back in.
That's kind of confusing. I mean, I get why they're doing that because, especially with them going back and now doing Rogue One, that's between episodes 3 and 4, right? You don't want to go and say, well, this is in canon, this is in canon, this is in canon, and that isn't in canon, because then you're kind of ruining the surprise for some of the people. You know what I mean? Like, there's that element of excitement when you see something in the like for example the Grand Admiral's outfit. That was a little Easter egg for you if you've read the Timothy Zahn stuff and know that that's exactly how he describes them in those books. So I think they would lose a lot of that if they were to go through and okay, here's the hard line of what's in, what's out. But it does make it confusing.
Look
Look at the picture I sent you guys.
It's just hard because if you think
wow.
about like
It's probably hurt.
like if you think about everything you know about Star Wars, there's a lot of stuff that people, like we were talking before about how, like, how do you not know that Rogue One doesn't happen during Finn and Rey? You know, it's like we know this stuff because you kind of like live and breathe Star Wars to a certain point, like, and there's just certain things you know, and if you're around people who like Star Wars and you know, like, get involved in enough Star Wars games and this and that, and so like over the course of
What
the
do you
last
mean you don't know
like
where this movie
frickin'
takes place?
30-40 years that Star Wars has been out, you know, like there's kind of like a you know, a public consciousness of Star Wars knowledge, and like the fact that some of it's gone now, it's very hard to go back and separate like what do I like? Some
What
things
is
that
and
people
what
just
isn't.
take for granted, and they just like if you ask them a question, they know the answer to it. How do you know that? What movie was it in? Oh, well, it wasn't in a movie. Was that in a movie? No, it wasn't. But everybody kind of knows certain things about Star Wars, even though they were never technically canon, just because this shit's been around for so long with people talking about it and these things used in video games and in other media that, like, there's a lot of things people know that aren't actually necessarily true anymore. But they haven't really come out and said, you know, yes, this is still true. This is still canon. That, you know, they haven't put a label on anything that says this is still in. It's just, you know, until something contradicts it or uses it, you don't really know.
So that makes me curious. You mentioned like in things used in other forms of media, like the video games and things like that. How is the Battlefront video game doing?
I don't know. I haven't picked it up.
I feel like it was kind of a flop, to be honest with you.
I haven't played it since like
First getting it.
a couple weeks after it came out. Yeah, I played it like the first few weekends, and then I haven't really.
That's kind of how I feel about everybody I know that has it. Played it like a couple of times over the course of a few weeks, and then hasn't touched it.
It was fun and it was really pretty, but I mean, for me anyway, I don't really play those games long term anyway. Like the replayability factor of just constant death matches to me, if I'm just playing by myself, just really isn't there.
I think they really crushed the. I think they went about it the wrong way.
You don't like to play with yourself for a long time?
But I mean, you guys are like hardcore Call of Duty guys, so like I would think you'd have
actually
better.
None of us have played Call of Duty in probably months at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't call
okay, well, but you were for a long time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you that was so like I
haven't played Call of Duty since the Division came out.
That style of game doesn't really. Doesn't really cause me to keep playing a game for a long time. So like that wouldn't really apply to me anyway. But for you guys, I would think that.
But even at that, it's not it's not a fast-paced, competitive first-person shooter as Call of Duty is. And then, but I got it because I really thought there was going to be more like, I guess, back end stuff like character creation and skills and stuff. I mean, I didn't play the demos, so I wasn't really like sure about it, but I was really hoping for that.
I like that there were all kinds of different gameplay, like the different gameplay modes, the fact that you can fly ships, like some of that. There was a lot of variety of stuff to do, like. And I like that because I was always a way bigger fan of the Battlefield games than I was Call of Duty. Just I liked that style of play better. The more massive, like big team things instead of like you're one little insignificant part of a giant army, and you can make a little difference here and there if you try. Versus like one man killing squad deathmatch, run routes around a frickin' map for hours, that gameplay style appealed to me more, but even still, like, yeah, other games came out and I started playing those and never looked back.
Yeah, I didn't pick that game up. I was planning on it all the way up until you guys actually confirmed for me that there was no like story mode. There was no campaign mode or anything like that. And for me, that's really, whether it was single player or multiplayer, that's what I was looking forward to. Is fuck yes, let's play through a story in the Star Wars universe with these incredible like graphics and cinematography and things like that. But when they didn't have that, I feel like that was a big mistake. I feel like that really crushed it, like the hopes of it for a lot of people. But maybe I'm wrong there, but I don't know. It's strange because as successful as that movie was, obviously, like highest grossing film of all time, opening numbers, all the records that it just absolutely shattered. The video game that was like custom tailored to appeal to the people that went to see the movie didn't do that good. It really. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be considered a flop. But it's probably not even on the top 10 games of the year.
Visually and sounds, it's the best game I've ever played.
It was fucking gorgeous. Like, it was amazing. Like, I remember I got killed one time because I was running through a trench on Hoth, and I just stopped because like a sparkle caught my eye. I'm like, "What is that? Is that something is that an item or something?" I'm like, "No, that's the reflection off the snow particles." Holy shit! And I just like moved back and forth, watching the reflection change off of individual fucking snow crystals, like this small, on a giant fucking planet full of them. I'm like, "Holy shit, that's incredible!" Headshot.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot too. But like some of the boards where there's space battles going on above your head with the big Mon Calamari cruisers and and Star Destroyers, I'm just like, whoa, that's fucking cool. I want to be up there. Bam, shit.
And like running around as the Emperor, like frying people with lightning, and like
Give me my Cialis.
there was a lot of variety to it, and it was fucking gorgeous, and it was fun to play. It was just, I don't know, like I feel like a campaign, like just any kind of single player mission where you just use all those stages but put some fucking objectives in them, like would have made
a
me
lot.
play the game so much longer, just because single player campaign missions.
Yeah, that's
like the multiplayer for me is kind of
multiplayer campaign missions would have been the ultimate. I think that would
Yeah,
have been
that would've
really
been cool.
great. But even if it was like you said, just single player, to me at least, it would have been a had to buy because I would want to play through that story as one of the characters. But I'm just not as interested in doing the deathmatch stuff, third person with the. I mean, like I said, like you said, we have other games to kind of go to for that. But the reason I think Division, because a lot of Division is exactly that. It's
yes.
but
Yeah,
I
but
think
there's story to it.
But it's
Well,
an
there's
MMO.
story.
You're getting
Yes,
gear. You're
the
leveling
gear-
your character.
the gear
I
leveling of
think
the character, things like that, are what
They
really
would
makes
have
that.
done it if they would have done it like Destiny. Like that would have been
my God, that would have been fucking
amazing. Like you just pick the planet, go do certain quests on that planet, change it.
Holy
like
shit! That
Dude,
would
if
have
they-
been
That's what Division is basically, and that's why
Yeah.
we love it.
Division is definitely like it's a smaller scale Destiny. Like you don't go to planets and shit and systems. But man,
You
if
shoot
they
people
would
with
have done
bullets, not magic powers.
if they would have done that, like think of a Star Wars game made like fucking Destiny.
Oof.
Oh my
That would've been
god.
that would be sweet.
You have your own like fucking ship, your jump ship. You go to places, you do the quest, you come back. Oh my god, dude! Like
That's
like
what
a bounty hunter game
we're
where
basically just
Oh.
That'd be dope.
explaining
That'd be dope. Bounty Hunter.
Star Wars: The Old
where
Republic.
you're basically just you're basically a bounty hunter game where it's like Destiny style gameplay, but you're customizing your bounty hunter and you go on bounties and shit on random
That'd be sweet. See,
planets.
that I could get behind.
all
I
over
got
Star
it.
Wars.
We're leaving the
Oh, that'd be
podcast.
sweet.
And we're developing
We're
this
starting a game studio.
Comic Book
Fine, and we're
Nerd Nation game studio.
Yeah. Video game makers.
we got
Nerd
Brian the developer. I'll be I'll be the composer
My
for
ass
the
develops
music.
poop.
Brian can be the voices, and Fox can be the writer. We got this.
What does Topher do?
The bounty's mine.
He's the developer.
Topher
I
gets
was the
written up.
developer. He just called me Brian instead.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I thought your job was just to get written up.
I have 2 jobs.
Oh,
That's fucking cool.
Oh.
so not to derail Star Wars, but I just got a message from a buddy of mine who said that he's been checking tweets and stuff, and a lot of the they aired Captain America: Civil War last night for critics, and a lot of them put like little tiny impressions on Twitter because the review embargo isn't lifted till next week, and a lot of these sound really really good. You want to hear some of them?
Sure.
Captain America: Civil War delivers the goods. Endless Avenger versus Avenger action, tense and still funny. Boseman kills it as Black Panther. Captain America: Civil War is a complex mystery posing a big, fun superhero film. Lots of themes and emotions, very unexpected and very good. Captain America: Civil War is so good, it's a better Avengers movie than the last Avengers movie.
Which that's probably easy to do.
Yeah.
Amazing action, and it contains the best comic book movie fight ever. We finally have the perfect Spider-Man and the greatest Peter Parker. Civil War is Barry Bonds steroids hitting home run by Marvel and Russo brothers, and I loved Spider-Man in the film. Loved.
Did you guys see the new Civil War trailer that they released just this past week?
No.
Is it the one it's like a timeline of all the movies between Cap and Tony?
Yes. Not
Yeah,
like not all of them, but yeah, there's
No,
like
but like certain
Yeah.
moments.
yeah, it starts out with when he becomes Captain America, and then the origin of Iron Man, like pounding out the first face mask in the cave.
Oh, he's pounded out. Pepper.
Another person said Spider-Man is so great. He's in it more than I thought he'd be.
Huh.
And somebody said Spider-Man's function in the story and plus the correct amount of humor made it pitch perfect. That he was excellently played. So
I love that
a
movie.
lot
Did
of
they say-
really positive feedback on the movie, the action, Spider-Man in particular.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited for that movie.
I'm definitely excited for it. I'm still cautiously skeptical, I guess, about the spider suit and like the colors of it and things. I'm hoping that it's not as bad as what.
You know, I rewatched the trailer again later on, like on a different TV. Like I don't know if it was a different footage or something, and it
watched
just
that.
looked a little. It looked a little darker. Like it wasn't quite as washed out, and like
I watched
I don't know,
that
it looked
bitch on
pretty good.
like 3 different computer monitors, a cell phone, a fucking TV,
I just think
basically
it's the-
everywhere I could, and it looks CGI as fuck everywhere.
I just think it's the light in that scene. Like I don't know.
I hope so. I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I do.
But to be honest, like, so we ranked our favorite Marvel movies after, I don't know, after the last couple.
Pretty sure we've done it a bunch of times, but
Yeah, like every time another one comes out, we have to figure out the order again.
Reestablish.
But I'm pretty sure I keep putting Winter Soldier at the top of mine, and like this one being written by the same people, but basically being an Avengers movie. I don't see how I'm not going to love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a good movie. I'm sure of that. I don't know. There's a lot to be excited about. Let's put it that way. You got Black Panther on the screen. You've got the Winter Soldier. I thought that was an awesome character in the Winter Soldier movie. I thought they really did him well. For Spider-Man fans, you got Spider-Man in the movie now. That's obviously huge.
Are there people who aren't Spider-Man fans?
I mean, I'm not he's not like my top 5 favorite comic book characters.
But I mean, when you hear
Like,
that Spider-Man's,
I'm not-
you go, oh fuck, I really didn't want him to do Spider-Man. Like, why?
Well, yeah, I don't know that those people exist, but I mean, I'm sure there is. There's a lot of shitheads in this world, but
There's
a lot of-
a lot of
you
people
gotta-
who still base their fucking like their thought about Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire.
that too.
You know what I mean? Like
that
it's
too.
like, oh fuck, I got to go through this guy again. Uncle Ben, no, Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
You know, like,
but I mean,
with great power comes great responsibility. Fuck my life.
I mean, he's definitely not in my top 5. Maybe not even in my top 10 favorite comic book characters. But that doesn't mean that I don't like him either.
Right.
I'm just saying, like,
I think he's a fun character.
I think it's
but
cool that
I-
he's in it,
No,
but
I'm
I'm not
not
like
saying-
super looking forward to him.
I didn't
looking
mean
forward
are there
to other
people-
stuff more.
I didn't mean are there people for whom Spider-Man like isn't a favorite character. I just mean like does anybody like he's at least above 0 for you, right? You know, like he's
Oh yeah.
like
Oh,
you
yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
You like him more than you dislike him.
I like him more than
just
I
saying,
like
is
the
there-
idea of Totally Awesome
Yeah, I'm
Hulk.
not saying he's your favorite or that he should even rank in your top 100. I'm just saying that like
Yeah,
rating
Totally
scale
he's
Awesome
a,
Hulk
he's,
is my
a, he's a
top
net positive,
favorite
not a
hero.
net negative. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I get you.
Is he a net negative for anybody?
Yeah, probably. There's probably somebody out there that's a piece of shit that would say that.
Damn.
I'm surprised it's not Brian. He's wait,
What do you mean?
this is a
Spider-Man's
Mar- this
my
is a-
favorite
This is
character.
a Marvel
Horrible.
movie. I forgot.
If he was in Batman v Superman,
It would've been- yeah.
Probably
yeah,
be-
It would have been a
probably hate him.
3.5.
Probably
yeah.
stayed awake and not foot off.
Shit. So they announced that the first Doctor Strange trailer will debut on the Jimmy Kimmel Show
Next
on
week.
April 12th.
Have you
Yep,
guys seen
I'm
the
excited.
clip of them
And I
skipping?
can't hide it. I don't want to lose control, and I think I'll like it. Oh, the skipping meme.
What? What is this?
Oh,
There was- somebody posted a behind the scenes like short, like 2 seconds. It's of them like they were shooting a scene for Doctor Strange, and all they do is like him, the guy next to him, and a couple of guys behind them. It looks like they're either jumping through a portal or going to fly, and it's just you can't see anything else. So they start off the thing, and
Can
they
somebody
just like
put this in the
skip,
chat so I can
and the
see
scene
this, please?
you got it, Brian.
Can you-
Yeah, I have to look for it. But like
I'll
somebody
look
took
for
it,
it. I
and
got
just
it.
annihilated it. He's like jumping through everything.
I'm really excited to see how this goes. I think that the Doctor Strange, just the concept of Doctor Strange, is really gonna allow the filmmakers to push the envelope, like graphically with special effects and things, and it not feel cheap. It won't have to feel like they're doing it just for the sake of doing it, like a fucking what's the guy that directs the Transformers movies?
Michael Bay.
Yeah,
Michael Bay.
like a Michael Bay feel to it. It won't feel like that because the concept of what Doctor Strange is and the magic that's involved in all of this, and I think that'll allow them to do some fucking crazy cool shit and still tell a pretty good story too. So, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch is amazing. I think he's gonna knock it out of the park. I mean, where do you guys land with this one? Are you excited or kind
I'm
of
excited.
indifferent or
I'm excited. It comes out on my birthday too. I'm stoked.
shit?
Fuck your birthday.
Wow,
Fuck you.
he just fucking
Yeah, I said that. I said
Wow.
fuck your birthday.
just fucking cuts deep early. That is uncalled
Strange
for.
day.
How dare you?
Yeah, I just
Jeez.
stabbed him with my fucking double-edged lightsaber.
Damn. Apparently, Doctor Strange's main villain is introduced in Captain America.
Ooh,
Main villain, really?
Yeah.
Who's Dormammu?
Okay.
I guess Dormammu's not his main villain.
I don't know.
I think it's maybe just based upon the movie. Like, whoever the main villain's going to be in this particular film is going to be introduced in Captain America: Civil War.
I mean, let's be honest. His villain probably isn't actually one of the demons or whatever magical creatures. It's probably
Baron
some
Mordo?
random dude who tries to summon them.
So,
Baron Mordo.
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm excited for it. Do you think that they're gonna just go?
Shumagorath.
Do you think they're just gonna like go balls deep on the whole magic thing, like right out the gate, or do you think they're gonna kind of like ease into it and like the first one's?
I
gonna be,
mean,
like,
he's got
slow?
He's
They gotta tell his
Yeah.
backstory of being a doctor, surgeon.
I mean, that's a fairly small. It's a short backstory. I mean, because so little of who he is now, like, really has to do with, who he
back then,
was.
yeah.
So I imagine that they won't spend a whole lot of time on his origin. But yeah, I mean, it's Marvel. I expect them to, go whole hog on whatever format they think it is, and right out of the gate, just if it's going to be a magic movie, they're not going to make you wait for it. They're not going to ease into it. They're just going to be like, yeah, we're Marvel. Flop. Here's magic.
Nice. Nothing like going whole.
dude.
hog.
I can't find this GIF.
I got it. I'm about to
All
send it.
right.
It's usually in the peanut butter section at the grocery store.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a GIF, you would check the
It's not-
internet.
No, it's a GIF. It's not a GIF. The guy who created it confirmed it's a GIF.
Right.
Don't
so
go,
it's,
Patrick.
so it's Graphics Interchange Format. Is that what it
Yes.
stands for?
Graphics, yes.
Graphics?
with the J, yes. Mm-hmm. But in the abbreviation you put a G because this is new English, not just saying. It's not. It's not necessarily an established alphabet or anything like that.
The guy that invented it confirmed
wrong?
It's GIF.
Yeah, right. Graphics
I mean-
interface.
Yeah, Graphics.
Jiffy Lube?
Yes, just like in another life, I was a graphics designer.
Yeah. mhm.
I was a draftic.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
I was-
gonna say,
I went to Draftic Park.
I got a new
Giraffe.
graphics card for my computer.
Graphics card.
I went to the zoo and seen a giraffe.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your point?
All right. So anyway,
My point is that it doesn't stand for giraffe.
Stands for graphics.
It stands for graphics, and graphics
It is
is pronounced graphics, not giraffics.
Just saying. Just going by what the debate was settled by the guy who made them, created them.
Peyton.
I'm going by him.
Yeah.
No.
So
I think he was
the
wrong.
other day on Twitter, Mark Hamill tweeted out that Sunday at 8 p.m., an exclusive guaranteed to blow your mind, no joke, no trick, no prank, episode 8 exclusive.
Interesting.
So when this video comes out, people would have seen it already or heard about it. But as
Also
we
will
record
have-
this tomorrow,
Also, will have seen the other thing that we said comes out on the 12th,
Yes.
the Doctor Strange trailer. That will have been
So-
last night for anybody watching this.
Truth.
giraffes.
So, on that note, does anybody have anything that they read this week that they would love to talk about? Bum, bum, bum.
I want to talk about it.
Crickets.
I say all night. This week I read the latest issue of Old Man Logan,
GQ
and
magazine.
it finally gives some answers towards
Old Man Logan.
Secret
Yes,
Wars.
Old Man
Man Lotion.
Oh,
Old Man Lotion.
Old Man Logan.
Yes, he's aloe. It was pretty good. It gave some answers.
Wasn't there a movie made named Logan's Run at some point?
Yeah,
Lotion's
yeah.
Run.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
Lotions run. It runs down your back and in your butt crack.
Where are you putting lotion?
What kind of fucking lotion party are you
It's Tiger
having?
Bomb. I have to get that knot out of my back. I'm icy hot,
Oh, you
but it
Oh,
dripped
man.
down my butt.
might
because-
have to get that dick out of your butt.
Yeah,
Sounds like.
That's not lotion, my friend. That's not lotion at all.
Oh, did you warm that up? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow. Thank you for warming that
Icy
up.
hot
before
rubs
you
on
squirted it
icy.
my back.
Oh shit!
What's up?
God.
But it was good. It finally went back to like
Yeah, it was
Secret
good. Did you
Wars,
like
and it tells you that Logan isn't
Hmm.
part of that universe, and Captain America shows him the shrine to Wolverine, which happens to be Wolverine covered in adamantium on some pedestal.
What?
Kind of weird. You read The Death of Wolverine? I know Chris has.
Yes.
Yes.
You know how he gets covered in adamantium?
Yep.
And he's just like, well, Captain America has him in a bunker on top of this like pedestal with a plaque on it.
And that's it.
Interesting.
And that's it. Yep, it's basically, it's kind of weird.
Okay.
Like, hey, you're my dead friend, and you're encased in there.
That's
He's probably alive in there.
I'm sure he's still alive in there.
Oh,
You
for
know
sure.
he is.
For sure he is.
He can heal from anything.
Yeah. He's just going to bust the
All
fuck
you really
out
had
of
to
him
do
when
is
he decides.
is warm it up again and let it melt off of him.
Right.
Stick
he'd
it in a
eventually heal.
microwave.
Yeah. Just
No, you can't stick metal in a microwave. Were you one of those kids that are like, I'm putting this tinfoil in the microwave?
It just pops.
I was not a kid to just stick aluminum foil
Stick
in
what?
the microwave, but Taco Bell, I definitely at one point reheated like a fucking chili cheese burrito or something
Yeah.
that had like the little aluminum
Oh,
inlays and shit in
metallic
it,
wrappers.
and then
Yeah.
bitch went crazy. On a separate note, have you
Mhm.
ever put a CD in a in a microwave?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, and it burns like this really crazy like.
How's it
design
sound?
into it? I don't know.
I mean, what's is
The
it?
design,
16
is
bits? Is it 16-bit, 44 kilohertz? Is that sound quality? Is it CD?
Sounds like Jif peanut butter. Fuck off. Right. So that's about it for this week's episode. Thanks again to all the support we've been getting on our audio format. Definitely getting a ton of support, ton of new followers and listeners. We appreciate all of the support. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube.
We love you.
Brian loves you. And the rest of us tolerate you. I'm just kidding.
The rest of it
Hey.
tolerate Brian.
Yes, and the rest of Brian loves you, and we tolerate Brian. So On that note, we'll see you next week. I'm Fox 2. We got Pirate,
Have a good day.
Topher.
Have a good night.
It's a Jud night, by the way.
Oh, excuse me. Have a good night.
And
As opposed to Suge Knight.
the whole effing Brian.
Have some sweet dreams.